Hey everyone, it has been a while since I've spoken about Alec Baldwin. As you guys are well aware, he had unfortunately fatally shot the cinematographer for his film Rust, and that caused a whole lot of commotion, and rightfully so. And ever since all of that kind of died down, I haven't really heard about him. But now, with the film being ready to get released, he is back in the news cycle. And this time, he is clapping back at people who accuse him of profiting off of Halyna Hutchins' death by releasing the film. Obviously, there are a lot of people who have a lot of morbid curiosity about the film that led to such a tragedy. And we do anticipate that there will be a lot of people who go to watch the film, who stream the film, all sorts of things. So obviously there is a lot of money that is going to be made when this film is released. And people have questions for Alec about, the ethics of even going forward and releasing a film that killed its cinematographer and left several other people badly injured and traumatized everybody who was involved with the film and their families. So, before I get into what exactly it is that Alec Baldwin even said about the situation, I do want to ask those of you who hate his wife to please put that to the side here and actually listen to what it is that he is saying, because it is actually rather beautiful what he has decided to do for this film moving forward. In an interview with Variety magazine, Alec Baldwin says, "First of all, I haven't even seen the final cut. I was sent a rough cut early on before everything got a little bit more sticky and difficult, so I haven't seen the film. But again, I hope the film is released, that it comes out, that it makes its money back for its investors. You never want these people who believed in your project to be left high and dry." So first of all, he's not talking about revenue for himself. He wants the people who went and bet on him and bet on this kind of small budget production that like he was passionate about to go ahead and recoup the money that they put in. I think that that's a lovely thing for him to say. Now, when it comes to Halyna Hutchins, her husband and her son, her surviving family members, Alec had some things to say as well that I found to be particularly touching. Okay. So he says that he also hopes that Halyna's husband, Matt Hutchins, gets his money earned from the film. Quote, "We all made a deal with him and we all want to follow through. But this idea that people who shall remain nameless say you are profiting from this, that is absolutely wrong." So, in fact, in this interview, which again is with Variety magazine, if you want to go and read it in its entirety, it's definitely there on their website. He says that like his doctor even told him not to go back to Montana to continue with the filming because, his health has just not been in the best place. And he went against these orders at his old age. He's at the ripe age of 66, where you really truly have to be careful with your health. He decided to go back on his own volition, finish the film, to not even see a dime from it moving forward. In fact, in a conversation with the Rust director, Joel Souza, Alec and him came to an accord to go ahead, go back, finish the film, settle the case with Halyna Hutchins' husband, and for the estate to be, paid based off of the proceeds of the film. So once he got to Montana and everything, he's like, "Listen, we finished this film. I waived my fee. I gave them back the fee in the budget. I waived all of my back end. I gave everything to her husband. He owns the film. Her husband, I believe, is the sole owner of the film, though I could be wrong. Everything was done with that in mind." And I do find that to be rather, touching. And it's the right thing to do at the end of the day, honestly. Like, Halyna was the most important person here. Sure, her life is no longer here. And so it would be terrible to go ahead and reap the rewards of the film, to, take all of the proceeds for yourself as if that is not the case. Alec is already a rich man. He's still popping out all these babies, as he's pushing 70 here. He's living lavish up in, New York. He's got multiple homes, this, that, and the other. Like, this was a small budget film. So go ahead and give that money to Halyna Hutchins' family. They're not, rich, living high off the hog the way that Alec and his family are. And so I really am proud of him for going ahead and deciding to do this. So when he talked about people claiming that he was profiting off the film and everything like that, in particular, he was clapping back at Halyna's mother, Olga Solovey, who had recently been quoted as saying that, "Hey, I'm not attending the festival to promote this movie, especially now when there is still no justice for my daughter. She also specifically accused him of unjustly profiting from Halyna'S death. And so obviously, without really going ahead and naming names, that is who he is speaking about when he says, no, all of this, the profit, it's not even going to me. It is going to your daughter. It's going to her husband, who is obviously going to take care of her son with it, right? And so, good on him for that. And, I know that Halyna'S mother is in a lot of pain, but I really do hope that she will be able to reach a place, one day. She doesn't have to, but I really do hope that she is able to reach, a peaceful place there. Just knowing that her grandson is going to be taken care of. Now, I do kind of wonder though, if there is something that is being left out, because I do find it odd that, the mother-in-law / the grandma is unaware of the financial dealings of this film. I would have thought that she would have a kind of relationship with Halyna's widower, Matt Hutchins, where she could even ask the question. I feel like, I would ask the question. My mom would ask the question. My sister, my brothers would ask the question. My father would ask the question, if something like this, God forbid, were to happen to me, and, I had my surviving husband, they'd be like, oh, well, like, this guy, he's still releasing the film. How do you feel about that? Like, how's your lawsuit going? Like, what was the settlement? All sorts of things, So I do find that really interesting. It doesn't seem like she is really in touch. I'm not saying that this is like specifically it. I'm saying it's either A, she's not really all that in touch with Matt Hutchins to know what's going on with that settlement, or B, something is amiss here. Maybe it's not exactly as cut and dry as Alec Baldwin wants us to believe that it is. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about everything. So please do make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And again, listen, I know a lot of people do not like Halyna, and I think that is fair and valid, but that doesn't really have any place here, any comments about her, because I feel like every time I did an update about this, people would come talking about Halyna. I'm like, girl, what does Halyna have to do with this? So please stay on topic here, you guys, okay? Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what all of you have to say in the comment section down below. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye.